This is weird, man. It's 12:30 p.m., March 18th, 2020. And right now I am practicing social distancing. This is the most uncertain I think I've ever been personally about anything. Literally every single person in the world is gonna somehow be affected by this one thing. It's crazy. It's kind of unreal to imagine. I can't even think about what that means. Right now, like, everybody says, this is the best thing you can do. You can social distance, you can do all these different steps. And while I totally think that that's true, I don't know for sure. I don't know what's gonna change. So I'm just trying to do my best. This is documenting my quarantine. It's not a quarantine. Day 3 of staying at home, for the most part. Right now, things at home are pretty much the exact same. Nothing's changed except for the conversations that we keep having.
And if you isolate yourself, it's actually got promise.
And then you'd have to isolate again and then have a month off. And
we keep looking at the news. And if you do that right now, all of it is about this one topic, which honestly makes sense. It's not that they're trying to raise fear or create any sort of panic, but it's put a lot of aspects of all of our lives totally on hold. So this is gonna be the first time in 3 days of leaving the house that far, but I'm really only going to my local town. I need to send a package off to a client, so I'm going to the local post office. I'm gonna make sure to fully sanitize my hands, definitely wash them when I get home. You know, I always read chapters in textbooks and saw movies and played video games all about pandemics, but I never even considered that I might experience one firsthand. I don't think I fully took this seriously until this week, and I still have no idea how to handle it. There's a lot more people out than I expected. I'm gonna try and get in, get out. Have you guys been getting any less customers or anything? Or is it about the same?
actually more.
Really? I touched literally everything in there. I had to use 2 different pens. She grabbed my debit card, sanitizing wipes on my steering wheel, on anything and everything that I touch, for the most part, including this camera. This is gonna be awkward. You ready? Brace for it, guys. Oh, so many people. One of the worst parts about this is the effects it has on small businesses. As more people have to stay home or not eat at dine-in restaurants, these small companies are gonna struggle. So I'm trying to support them any way I can. Hi there. Hey, Ryan. The R&R doesn't usually have a drive-thru or anything, but they set up this little awesome drive-thru setup. Right now, the way to stay afloat as a small business is to be creative.
It's just been a whirlwind, simple as that. Just trying to figure out what does work, doesn't work, how we can make this work all the way around, and just try to adapt to the changes and overcome them and make it work.
Oh, I watch Gordon Ramsay. He has a technique.
Right, a simple wash of the hands. A nice, brisk rub, a good shake.
And then they say the vaccine may not be here for 18 months.
Wow.
Available because of the testing they have to do. Were my hands dirty? The foam is tan. I'd say yes.
One of the biggest changes for me personally has been the switch from in-person classes to online classes for college. Pretty much every college across the country and probably across the world has pretty much gone entirely online. I did online school for all of my elementary school. I'm really used to the format, but it really changes everything about the education system. For any college students or any students really, here are the biggest changes that I have noticed. First of all, presentations. All classes have some sort of a presentation, and now you have to do them online. My professors have chosen to just have us make a video. I like making videos, so it's been fun, but it was weird doing a normal presentation in front of a camera. It's just, I'm not used to that. Another big difference is doing tests and quizzes and stuff like that. Now they're all obviously gonna be online. And there are some apps that try to limit your use of notes or something like that, but now every test is essentially open book, open note, but if you do that, you're not really learning. And so my biggest thing is really trying to not let that affect the way that I take these tests. Motivation is the hardest thing that I've found so far. I've already pushed off some homework, and that sucks, and I need to get in the habit of doing things totally on my own time. I have to make my own schedule, and I'm responsible for that. It's a really good test and responsibility. I can't believe this is happening. This feels unreal. Right when you feel like you're in control and you know exactly what your future holds, one thing can change literally everything. But I didn't want to let this stop me from actually taking care of myself. One of the easiest things for me to fall into when I stay at home is just not moving. The gym that I go to is at my school. The pool that I go to is also at my school. I usually run on the treadmill that's there. When you're pent up at home like that for a long time, it's really easy to fall into really unhealthy habits. And the only way to get out of them is to just really push yourself. Keeping clear from anyone else. And let me tell you, there's nobody here, even though it is the warmest day. I love Colorado. Out of everywhere to be stuck, I'm glad to be here. Something I realized is that snow days don't happen with online school. Bummer. Today has just been chill. As the days go by staying at home, I'm kind of starting to form some routines. It is kind of nice to be able to create your own schedule, work when you want and how you want to do it, but I'm also finding that to be a little problematic. All day today, I have been really struggling to focus, and it's really showing that I have a motivational issue when it comes to creating my own schedule. I really need to stick to a stricter schedule. Yeah. Dad, what have you whipped up today?
Randy's special fish tacos.
Guys, look at that.
With pickle garnish.
Cilantro dressing, cabbage. Should be good.
If you have more time and you're staying home, why not use it as a time to experiment with some cooking? This is great. Thank you, Dad. Just because you're social distancing doesn't mean you have to stay inside. And that is the biggest thing that I've realized over the last 4 days. Because to stay sane for me, I need to be outside, see the sun a little bit, and every single day I've gone out and done something. This moment in history is going to be remembered forever. But even during this stressful time, it's best to look at it as an opportunity to spend time with those you love, focus on your productivity, and of course, have a little fun too. Playing disc golf by myself.